Fitbit has finally released the Ionic, a smartwatch fitness tracker that comes with Fitbit OS. So this will enable you to download apps from Fitbit as well as third-party developers. It also comes with many features such as wireless payment and a 5-day battery life. So it's safe to say that this is probably the most powerful smartwatch fitness tracker that Fitbit has ever created. And with that, let's start with the unboxing. So let's take a look at the box. Now on the front here we can see a very nice picture of the Fitbit Ionic, and on the side here we have features that they would like to highlight, such as on-screen coaching, which will basically allow you to tailor-make your own type of routines and workouts, and then allow Fitbit to give you recommendations on how to improve that. Other than that, we have music storage, a heart rate sensor, a built-in GPS for you to track your running, and also we have smart notifications which will enable the Fitbit to show out notifications from apps such as WhatsApp, Messenger, Facebook, Instagram. Now on the back here, of course, they have showed us that they comes with a very premium design, and which is true because I've actually looked at it when they released it and it looks very nice. It also comes with watch straps, which obviously you can buy from the outside or come with the two that is included inside here, as they have included a small and a large wristband for the different wrist sizes. So there we go. This should be the Ionic itself. Alright, so here we have very nice packaging, very nice presentation itself. So of course, here is the Ionic. So before we get to that, let's take a look at what else is in the box. Of course, we have our manuals and guides and such, for those of you that need it. Other than that, we also have the compartment where the extra straps are stored. This, I assume, is probably the, oh yes, it is the small one. And over here we have the charging cable, which is very nice, as Fitbit generally likes to package their charging cables in a seal. So that's pretty nice. So yeah, basically it's that. So as we have here, Fitbit's packaging is pretty simple. You get the watch, you get the wristband, and of course the charger. So let's get to the more interesting part, which is powering on the Fitbit. Initially, of course, it is not powered on. And the way to get the Fitbit to power on is basically to plug it into a charger, which will basically wake the Fitbit up. And from there, we can start using it. So with that, guys, we will be right back as we set up the Fitbit.
A few moments later.
And we are back. So after giving the Fitbit a bit of a charge, syncing it with the app that comes on the Android and iOS, and going through a very long update process, I finally got the Ionic to track out my steps taken, heartbeat, calories, and of course the other tracking that it can do. So with that, let's take a look at the Fitbit OS itself. So as you can see here, this is the main screen, which gives you the date, the time, and basically just a small indication of how many steps I've taken, heartbeat, and calories burned. So all you need to do is swipe to the left and you will access the apps that come with the Ionic. So for now, we have standard basic apps that they have included, such as Today, Music, Coach, Exercise, Relax, Wallet, which is basically the wireless payment that you can do with the Ionic. And also we have Settings, Weather, and Strava. Strava is basically a social media platform for health enthusiasts to come together, share out their work routines, and give suggestions. Let's take a look at the Today, which basically gives you a detailed breakdown of the steps I've taken, the hours of exercise, heartbeat, distance travel, calories burned, steps taken, and active minutes. So it's very nice. The interface shows you clearly what you have done for today. And going on over to music, this is basically where you can actually load MP3 files onto the Ionic, which has a storage of 2.5 gigs, which roughly gives you about 300 music. Over to the next, we have Wallet, which is basically, as I mentioned before, the wireless payment. So what you need to do is basically put your debit or credit card with the Ionic, and the Ionic acts as basically your phone. When you take your phone and put it onto the payment counter, so instead of taking out your phone, all you need to do is just press and hold the home button, which will activate the wireless payment, and all you need to do after that is just tap it onto the payment device. So other than that, they have, well, all the other standard apps, which I will definitely go through in the more in-depth review, which you can read on KLGadgetTV.com. But other than that, let's talk about the OS a bit. So the Fitbit OS is basically the first OS that the company has created, and the Ionic is the first watch that has that OS. Now, on first impressions, I am not very impressed with the OS. I mean, it is very standard and it doesn't pop. It doesn't have a very fancy-like feel like what we've seen on the Android Wear or even the Apple Watch. And another thing that I found with this Fitbit OS is that it's a bit sluggish, especially if you can see if I'm swapping through. There's a bit of a lag or a delay that you can obviously see. And Fitbit did mention that they will be taking out updates in the future to further enhance the OS and hopefully make it more smoother. So now that we've taken a look at the Ionic and the features it offers, let's take a look at the Fitbit companion app that the Ionic is connected to. So on first glance, obviously the app has a very nice design to it. I like how the details are displayed very nicely and very clearly. So here we have the breakdown that we have seen in the watch. So obviously this app is useful for those of you that maybe the Ionic is in another place and you are with another place with the phone. So at least instead of taking out the Ionic, you can just open up the app and look at the features offered. So of course we have here how did you sleep, which is a classic feature that all Fitbit devices come with. And of course, for now, it is tracking from my previous Alta HR unboxing. If you haven't watched that, we'll leave a link in the description. And here we have my heartbeat, which basically gives you a breakdown of my heartbeat that has happened from, I would say, about in the morning until lunchtime. So as you can see here, is basically syncing up the information from the watch onto the app. So if you click on it, we have a nice detailed breakdown of heartbeat. And as you can see here, I had quite a bit of a spike here, which is probably thanks to the ayam goreng at the mama, which was very nice. So other than that, we also have here how much water I drink, which you have to manually input because the Fitbit doesn't know how to track how much water you have drank. And of course, the weight, which is basically important because the Fitbit app will actually tell you how to improve your lifestyle based on your weight and workout routines that you are doing. And we also have here basically what have I eaten today. So what it does is it will calculate the amount of calories that I've eaten today against the calories that I've burned and give you a detailed breakdown of the fitness for that day itself. So guys, there you have it. That was the quick unboxing and first impressions of the Fitbit Ionic. Now, this is a very good attempt from Fitbit to create their very first smartwatch that comes with their own OS. However, if I were to give some suggestions, would be to improve the user interface a bit, as it is a bit bland, and also the user experience because there is still some lags, the noticeable lags and shutters, especially when you're swiping through the screens. But if you are a fitness person that wants to track their fitness and workouts, then this is probably the most advanced fitness tracker from Fitbit that you can get right now. So the Fitbit Ionic retails for 1,399 ringgits and you can pick it up from all the major IT retailers in Malaysia. So with that guys, I hope you like this video. If you do give us a subscribe and a thumbs up. Share it with your friends if you think some of them might be interested in the Fitbit Ionic. And of course guys, I will see you soon in the next video.